Imagine waking up in a world where summers are scorching your skin, storms flood your hometown every year, and food is too expensive because crops keep failing. This isn't science fiction, it's a glimpse into our future if we don't take action on climate change now. You don't have to be someone that advocates for the climate or does huge research to see the change that's happening now. As someone whose major is marine science, this past year I've learned that not only does the whole world get affected by climate change, but the water is also a huge leader in helping sustain the climate's temperature. I've seen how clear science is and how powerful our collective action can be to slowing down or speeding up the effects of climate change. Today, I want to persuade you that each of us must take action right now to combat climate change before it's too late. These are three key actions that I want to get across: the real and immediate effects of climate change, the power of individual and collective actions, and the long-term benefits of sustainable choices. First, let's look at immediate effects of climate change. Climate change isn't a future problem. It's happening right now in front of our faces. If we don't do something to fix the issue, that there will be nothing left to fix in the future. One of the biggest issues that's happening now recently would be the fires in California. These were affected by climate change because of the hot weather and the winds that are pushing the fires across, leading to more land being damaged. Jeff Masters and Bob Henson, who wrote an article on the fires with the Volo Foundation, states, according to NOAA, the most expensive wildfire seasons on record were $30 billion cost $30 billion in 2018 season, mostly due to the fires. While this was the most expensive fire, the 2024-2025 one beat that by billions. During the summer of 2024, California had experienced one of the hottest summers yet. The heat combined with extreme dryness was the biggest contributor to the spread of the fire, from going from a winter with snow and lots of rain, which grew vegetation, to leading to dry summers, dried out all the vegetation. According to Jeff Masters and Bob Henson, moreover, Southern California's wet season, which usually begins in October or November, was delayed, and by January 2025, severe drought conditions were in place. These aren't isolated incidents. They're the new normal unless we take action. Rising temperatures are melting polar ice, rising sea levels, and displacing communities, drying out vegetation, and leading to more wildfires than ever. Climate change is here, it's accelerating, and it's affecting our health, economy, and safety. Secondly, we must understand the power of individual and collective actions. Many people feel powerless, but that could be further from the truth. Climate change is not something done by one person, but by all. And in order to fix the problem, we all have to come together to make it better. The United States Environment Protection Agency states a few ways on how we can ourselves contribute to slowing down the effect of climate change, such as select energy and water efficient appliances and fixtures. Power your home with renewable energy when possible, and minimize your waste by reducing, reusing, repairing, and recycling. When individuals act, it creates a ripple effect. It pressures businesses and governments to do more. Your voice, your vote, your choices matter. Small steps taken by many people can lead to major progress. Lastly, sustainable choices lead to long-term benefits. Acting now protects not only the planet but our future generations and our wallets. It has a more positive effect on our health. Investing in renewable energy creates more jobs than fossil fuels. The United Nations states that every dollar Every dollar of investment in renewables creates 3 times more jobs than in fossil fuel industry. It also creates energy efficient homes to save money on bills. In countries that have embraced green energy, such as Denmark, are already seeing economic growth and improved public health. The United Nations also states, according to the World Health Organization, about 99% of people in the world breathe air that exceeds air quality limits and threatens their health. More than 13 million deaths around the world each year due to avoidable environmental causes, including air pollution. If renewable energy was used more and known more widely, these issues would not be such a big thing. Taking action isn't a sacrifice, it's an investment in a healthier, wealthier future. Clean air, such as using renewable energy, would lower the effects of fossil fuels, which are killing most people. Clean air, safer communities, and economic resilience all come from sustainability. The benefits of going green expand far beyond the environment. They touch every part of our lives. In the end, we've looked at the reality of climate change, the power of our actions, and the rewards of sustainable living. We know the threat is real, and we have the power to fight the ways and to fight the issue. We know the benefits of doing so are worth it. That's why we must act now together to stop climate change. Whether you recycle more, drive less, or vote for more climate policies, your actions have power. You can be a part of the solution. As someone whose majors marine science and advocates for environmental change, the ocean has a huge effect on our environment. Not only does it keep our climate cool, it gives air for us to breathe, and it takes in the carbon dioxide that we breathe out. The more trees that are cut down to build more fossil fuel land, the more carbon that's put into the ocean. The more carbon that's put into the ocean, the more it releases into the atmosphere, and the hotter the temperature gets on Earth, what could eventually lead to a drought and drowning out all oceans, which in the end will leave us with nothing. The future isn't written yet. Let's make it one we're proud to leave behind. Take action, because there's no planet B.